Rise and shine, Ward 5. Here we are in the Stronghold neighborhood that I'm sure we will hear all about because today we are spending the day with Councilmember Kenyan McDuffie. He's invited us into his home, so I'm very excited. I'm Britt Waters, and this is Off the Dais. Fancy, fancy.
Hello there, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good to see you.
I'm great. This is beautiful.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yes, you are living the dream.
We're trying to. I mean, it is sort of a dream. I kid and I talk with some of my friends and occasionally with my wife and say that we are actually living our ancestors' wildest dreams. This is the home that my grandparents bought back in 1952. Princess and I are raising our two daughters in this home. And so I kind of am living our ancestors' wildest dreams. And the more we live in it, the more it feels like home.
So you guys are living the dream in this beautiful home. Can you still relate to all of the people who struggle with home ownership in DC? It is a big issue.
Affordable housing has been a top priority for me since I've been on the council. I've passed a number of measures to try to, help people stay in their homes who already have affordable housing, right? So we want to preserve our stock of existing affordable housing, but then also making investments to build more. What I've appreciated is that from one native Washingtonian to another, Mayor Bowser has made significant investments in affordable housing in the District of Columbia to the tune of more than $100 million in our Housing Production Trust Fund.
Is this the McDuffie Home or the DC Library? It's a lot of books.
Yeah, no, I like to read when I can find the time to do it, and every one of us in this family loves to read.
Is your own book coming to a shelf one day?
You know, I've never thought about that.
Come on, you read all these books, you've never thought about it.
You know what? I guess
think you have an
never
incredible story already.
I feel like I'm still fairly young, although when I started, I didn't have this much gray hair.
When the book becomes a movie, who's playing you?
That's a good question. I'll tell you, a few years ago, there was an article in one of the local papers where they gave each of the council members a sort of a character.
Really?
And my character, I was fine with my character. Some people had issues with theirs, but my character was Denzel Washington. And so I told Princess when I came home, I'm like, you know what?
You were not about to tell me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, look, Denzel.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Princess how she feels about
If you're
that.
ready for the role, let me know, right? So as we approach up here near Michigan Avenue, this is like the gateway into Stronghold. This alley is probably used more frequently than most alleys in the city.
So your history is etched in stone already.
It is. It's a history that dates way back to the 1950s when my dad, whose name is on this wall, my uncles and a bunch of their friends got together and a sports team was created. And so they called themselves Stronghold.
So where is your name?
I'm on this end over here. My dad has his name on here a couple of times, but so my dad was here as well, my uncle, Gene. I'm here. My brothers are here. I've got friends as well who are all etched in stone. You know, this is what Stronghold is all about. It's about the names on this wall. It's about kids coming together. It's about a really close-knit family connection.
How can we keep that sense of community? How can we try to preserve what was?
I think it's important to really focus on the work of government through the lens of racial equity, social justice, and economic inclusion. We got to make sure that the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years that we are building an economy that is more inclusive for everybody. This is the type of facility that's going to bring everybody together across the community, from the youngest to the oldest. There should be activities inside of this rec center for everybody to be able to have some fun. When I became council member, I was so happy to prioritize this and work with the entire Edgewood community to make this come to life. And it was a matter of identifying funding, working with my council colleagues over the years, working with Mayor Bowser. I was able to put about $15 million in the budget, and then we still had a gap, and we had to find more money, about $4 million, to be able to do the indoor gym, which I can't wait to see. This is what it's all about, though. This was not here before. This was a place where the field house could probably fit in one of these corners of this gymnasium.
That's crazy.
And now you've got this beautiful gymnasium. You've got the activities outside, a fitness center upstairs. Department of General Services really did a great job with this one.
It's an all-in-one. It's promoting being healthy, being with your family, and doing things with your time in your community.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It's a place for intergenerational activities. Everybody can come here and find something to do, and I think that's what it's all about.
Your ward's going to be the place to be.
Exactly, yeah. Everybody should be coming to Ward 5.
Well, I had so much fun in Ward 5, but
I'm glad you did.
No one's going to believe we even did this unless we take a selfie.
Oh, well, let's make it official.
To prove it. Have to make it official. Is this your good side?
This is my good side.
What a day in Ward 5. And what did we learn about Councilmember McDuffie? Well, he values strong family ties and wants to build a district dream for all residents. Oh, and he thinks he looks like Denzel just a little bit. If you ask me, he's pretty cool when he's off the dais.